Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are tackling a pain that, let's be honest, way too many of us know, but very few of us actually understand it. I'm talking about stomach ulcers. We're going to break it all down. What they are, what's really causing them, and most importantly, how to get on the path to healing. You've heard this one, right? I mean, we all have. Or maybe you've heard that spicy food is the number one enemy, the main reason for that awful burning pain in your gut. It's one of those things that gets passed around so much, you just assume it has to be true. Well, what if I told you that most of what we think we know about ulcers is just wrong? Today, we are cutting right through all that noise. We're going to get to the bottom of what really causes these things and how, yes, they can actually be healed. And we're doing it with solid medical facts. Okay, so let's dive right in by tackling all this confusion head on. Because look, before you can fight an enemy, you have to know who you're actually fighting. And that means we gotta bust some major myths first. It's honestly incredible how sticky these myths are, isn't it? People spend years avoiding their favorite spicy dishes, or they panic that skipping breakfast is wrecking their stomach. All the while, the real cause could be something totally different. These right here are the big ones, the misconceptions that get in the way of people actually getting better. So, to really get what an ulcer is, we need to take a quick peek inside your stomach. It's a pretty wild and powerful place in there. And if you understand the basics of how it works, you'll immediately understand what goes wrong.
See, your stomach is performing this incredible balancing act 24/7. On one side, you've got digestive acid that is so ridiculously powerful it could literally dissolve a razor blade. I mean, it has to be that strong to break down everything you eat. But on the other side, your stomach has this genius defense system, a thick, slimy layer of mucus that protects the stomach wall from that very same acid.
So here's the bottom line. An ulcer isn't some vague thing caused by hunger. It is an actual physical wound, a sore. It happens when the protective mucus shield gets damaged or worn down, and that powerful acid starts burning the stomach lining itself. Seriously, imagine what that feels like. It's no wonder it hurts so much. Okay, so if it's not hunger, and it's not your favorite spicy dish, what is it? What's actually breaking down that protective wall and creating this wound? Well, the science is pretty clear on this. For the vast, vast majority of ulcers, it all boils down to just two main offenders. And knowing these two is the first real step toward getting rid of the problem for good. Culprit number one is bacteria, and it's a nasty one. It's called Helicobacter pylori, or just H. pylori for short. This little bug gets into your system, and its whole mission is to attack and weaken that protective mucus layer, leaving your stomach totally exposed. And you can pick it up from contaminated food or water, which means it's incredibly common. And a second major cause? Well, it's something a lot of us have in our medicine cabinets right now, NSAIDs. We're talking about super common painkillers like ibuprofen. Now, if you're taking these often over a long period of time, they can actually stop your body from producing enough of that protective mucus. It's like you're slowly chipping away at your stomach's own defenses. All right, so we know the real causes now, which brings us to the most important part. How do we actually fix this? Because here's the good news, and it is really good news. Unlike the myths say, ulcers are absolutely treatable. But wait, before we go any further, this is so important. Not every pain in your stomach is an ulcer. Trying to diagnose yourself just because you feel a burning sensation, well, that can send you down a completely wrong path. You see, that pain could be acid reflux, it could be gastritis, which is more of a general inflammation of the stomach. It might even be something like IBS. Each of those things needs a totally different treatment plan, which is why getting a real, proper diagnosis from a doctor is it's non-negotiable. So healing isn't a guessing game. It's actually a pretty clear, logical process. Step 1, you see a doctor, and they confirm, yes, you do have an ulcer. Step 2, they find the root cause. Is it that H. pylori bacteria or something else? And only then, once they know all that, can they create the right treatment plan for you. And this illustrates the solution perfectly. Real, effective treatment isn't just about taking a pill. It's built on two pillars. On one side, you have medication. This stuff reduces your stomach acid to give that wound a chance to heal, and if you have H. pylori, you'll get antibiotics to kill it off. But on the other side, you have lifestyle. Things like managing stress, not skipping meals, and figuring out your personal trigger foods. You absolutely need both pillars for the whole thing to work. Okay, so it all comes down to this: knowing what to do, and maybe even more importantly, what not to do. So let's put together a super clear action plan so you can stop guessing and actually start healing. First up, what to stop doing, like right now. Stop Googling your symptoms at 2 a.m. and diagnosing yourself. Stop taking your friend's leftover medication because your pain sounds kind of the same. Please stop popping those NSAID painkillers for every single little ache and pain. And most of all, stop ignoring it. That persistent pain is your body trying to tell you something important. And instead, here's what you're going to start doing. You're going to see a doctor and get a real diagnosis. You're going to get tested to find out exactly why you have this ulcer. You're going to follow this specific treatment plan they create just for you, and you're going to finish the entire prescription. And you're going to start listening to your body, really paying attention to what makes it feel better and what makes it feel worse. At the end of the day, understanding the real story behind ulcers is all about taking back control. It's about moving from a place of confusion and myth to a place of clarity and action. That burning feeling, it's a signal. And now that you know what it really means, you can stop guessing and you can finally start healing.